doing talk on TV.
Oh, Bob will surprise you.
I saw this man here. I said, I think I know that man. And I said, look, it's got to be him. He's standing next to a pretty lady. Right over here, and he was just feeling it right out here. So we'll find out who that lady is first. Your name?
Catherine Feldy, and I'm with the County Office for the Aging.
You know, I get a little mixed up with these different offices, but that's the County Office for the Aging.
That's right.
All right. How long have you been with them?
Probably about 8 or 9 years. I work with Sam and the other legislators all of the time, and we are one of the county agencies, so we work very closely with the legislature.
Was he ahead of your committee?
Well, he's my boss.
He's your boss? He is your boss?
Along with 9 other legislators.
Is he hard to get along with?
I would say no.
No, because an awful lot of people say no. I'll tell you, at least if he can be mad and keep that smile all the time, must be awfully hard to do. And this is the guy we're talking about here, Sam Tremblay. And how many comments have I heard about your place with the story you did with us?
Well,
they just loved it.
Yeah.
They said they can't get over what you've got and how the little extras you have because you want them, you know, and how busy you are.
Yeah, and I'm still getting many compliments from the interview that you did with me. And matter of fact, I have got my mini golf course ordered, so that's going to be in on the 1st of June, and so you'll have to come up and see us again.
There you go. You think we could be there longer this time?
We hope.
We were there, 4 hours, 5 hours, I guess that day.
Yeah, but you could have stayed all night. I know, several
we had the food.
There.
It kept us nourished.
And the food, that's right.
We had food. And,
exactly.
If I remember, your wife wasn't feeling as well that day.
No, that's right.
But,
exactly.
But anyway, she still was very cordial to us.
Yeah.
So you've been 8 or 9 years, and now today, what are you doing here yourself?
Well, actually, I'm a guest, as you are, and a very wonderful planning committee consisting of Kathleen Hazel and Nancy Maynard and a group of about 6 other people have done all of the work. They've been working all year to make sure that you and I and all the other folks could come and have a perfectly wonderful day.
They are having a great time out there, and it's just, they just seeing each other to know that each other is still alive out there. We talked to some older people, 92, 98 I talked to them. Yeah, unbelievable.
Yeah,
and a very frisky group, too. I think there's something about our good air that keeps people healthy longer.
Well, it's got to be something up here. Yes, I'm sure it is. Yeah. And I just miss seeing many men out there, and mostly women. We work so hard for these women, Sam. I think
are we outnumbered?
Well, we do it on ourselves. We keep them so well.
Oh, I see.
but this man telling me some of the things he did after 12 at night. He builds his buildings and things like that. Unbelievable.
I'm not surprised.
No. So you're down here just not as a senior citizen.
No, but we go back many years. As Kathy mentioned, when I first became legislator, Kathleen Laramie held the position that Kay holds today, and of course she came in just a year before I became legislator, and we had so much in common. And of course, I had so little, my senior citizens had so little to offer in my area. I mean, they had nothing. And we really went to work. It would take me a month of Sundays to say everything, but I would like to hit some of the highlights. And of course, back then, I'll use the town of Cherubusco. Would you believe they even had to call long distance to call their own pastor or to call their own school where the kids were, even their own legislator, which was me. And so I believe one of the first challenges that we took on was the New York Telephone Company and Gellies. We held hearings, we went to Albany, we even got the Achievement Award that year, and we went to Washington to get that Achievement Award, and that's when they said that we could never get a senior housing in a little town like Cherubusco. So while we were down, and of course we did get that, and then of course we won our hearing on the New York Tel, and unfortunately, Kay will tell you we lost one senior citizen that night, got hit by a car. But the end result is that we won the case, and then of course we were called down to Washington by the State Health Department, and that's when we got the Achievement Award, and things just went on. And then of course, and that was our first senior housing. So then Lime Mountain said, well, Gellies, if a little town can get a senior housing like Cherubusco, the hamlet of Lime Mountain can get a senior housing. So while we were down there, Kathy said to me, she said, Gellies, while we're down here, let's go in and see El D'Amato, So we went in, and sure enough, we caught him there and no appointment. And but would you believe he took us in? And of course, we explained how in need that Lime Mountain was, with so many seniors for housing. and that if they wouldn't get a housing, they would all move to Florida. And he said, my God, he said, if everybody moves to Florida, I'll get no votes if all the seniors are to move. So would you believe within months they got their approval for theirs, and then of course it just went on. Ellenburg got theirs, and then the town of Morris got theirs. Hi girls, how we doing? And now, like I told you earlier, every town within the 5 towns that I represent has a senior housing, and we just had so many challenges, and then of course Kay went along with all our trips that hearings that we and meetings that we had with Governor Cuomo and Mrs. Cuomo, and she can verify. We would go down with a cart van and we'd go down in the lobby, and I mean it just didn't this just didn't come happen overnight. It took many years, and it's just that we had such a good relationship, working relationship, and we didn't miss anything. And when the governor would come up, we would make sure the seniors were there to meet the governor and explain the needs. And I mean, it's just been great in the last 10 years.
You know what the people have told me about when you and I were on?
No.
They said, Bob, you finally met someone who can talk as much as you. So I'm going to tell him, because those are you people who told me that out there and didn't tell him. I'm telling him no names, but he said you finally got somebody who can talk as much as you.
Well, I guess probably it's experience. We both got a lot of experience.
Well, I think what it is, we just both hate to listen. That's what it is. Hey, we listen at home with our wives all the time. Well, so when we get out, we want to talk.
You got a point there. I never thought of it that way. But
he's a good guy. He's a good guy, and he's well known by all his constituents,
I know he
too.
is, and very, very highly regarded.
Very much. Where were you doing before you came with this program?
Well, I worked for a foundation in Essex County for a little while called the Crary Foundation, which does scholarship aid. And prior to that, I worked for a period of time with the Council of Community Services here in Clinton County.
So are you from the county originally?
I'm from the county, and I've always lived here since moving to this area in 1966.
Okay.
So I'm sort of a newcomer, but I consider it home.
Well, very good. I'm glad to hear that.
Enjoy it a great deal.
Well, thank all your people and your committees and all the people that have to do with you. I think that this is going to be very, very successful.
Thank you.
We hope you can bring some of it up to the northern tier, and I think it'll be shown down here on the Access Channel also.
Wonderful.
It'll be shown up north on the, this is the 7th, it'll be the 14th, I guess, huh? No, tomorrow's the 15th. It'll be a week from this coming Sunday up north. But down here it'll be shown one of these times.
And people will start thinking now about next year.
Already.
Absolutely.
Well, you've been exactly a year on it, right?
That's right.
Proud to be back here again, probably?
I hope
very,
so.
Very soon. People have mentioned what a great spot to have it.
I've been hearing that all day.
Well, listen, thank you very much for talking to us.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
You want to thank me for listening? Hey, listen.
Bob, it's always great to be on with you guys. Believe me.
Sam Trombley, Mr. Everything in and around the Ellenburgs, all the Ellenburgs. Remember, Ellenburg Center is not in the center. Ellenburg's in the middle. Ellenburg Center, Ellenburg Corners is in the middle. Ellenburg Depot at one end, and the other end is the center.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Okay.
You got it.
And he was a farmer and didn't have an inside toilet either when he was young.
That's right. He remembered. A good memory, Bob.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's right.
No.
When we were talking to Mrs. Felty, she told us that there are certain people that did most of the work here and arranged all this, and this is one of them right here. It says Nancy Maynard. You are Nancy Maynard?
Yes, sir.
You and who did all this?
We
Kathleen
have Kathleen Hazel. Kathleen and I are the co-chairman, and we put together a committee of about 8 other women from different agencies, and we put this all together.
This is the first time you've had it like this here.
This is our very first.
Very, very successful?
Very first. I think so.
People out there say, I just talked to Peg Barkham, she said, what a lovely place to have this. They hope they have it here in the future. And obviously they went very well. Things started right on time.
Yes.
Right on time. And it got over on time, and everybody's running, and you got a schedule for it till 10:30 tonight.
Yes, sir.
Who arranged it? How did you set up your program?
We just pulled all our talents together and said, this is what we're going to do, and this is what we're doing.
Now, you work for them in just a committee, or do you work for them in a general
No,
room?
I work for the Clinton County Office for Aging. I am the Aging Services Specialist. Kay Felty is the director.
Okay.
And I said to Kay, since we've never had anything for our seniors in May, this year I'm going to do something. So what we did, she said, go ahead. If you think you can do it, go ahead. So that's when I started pulling together the committee.
Who are not necessarily, we're not in your group. Did any of these other groups that I see the names up, some of those were in these other committees? That part of your committee, you mean?
The girls that you see with the corsage is similar to mine are part of the committee.
All right. I thought your husband had got it for Mother's Day for you this Sunday coming up. I didn't know it was for today.
I made these.
You're going to get, oh, you made them? They're not
Yes.
real.
No, I made these for all the girls that were on the committee.
You're very good. You must be a decorative artist or something. Now, there is a Maynard down here that's in decorating. Are you in that family?
Yes, Maynard's decorating.
Is that your
That's
husband?
my husband.
And that's your husband?
Yes. Phil.
Where are you located? Let's find out
We're
here.
located on 62 South Cruise Street.
All right.
That's in the old Bouillet or the old Millbrook Baking, their old
Oh,
building
yes.
there.
That's where K&K was for a while. Yeah, they had K&K Electronics was there for a short time.
Yes, that's
well, we
right.
know about that, don't we, Calvin, when we were there. All right. How long has Maynard's been in the business of whatever they're doing?
My husband's been in business since 1959. He worked for Sherwin-Williams for 25 years and then decided he'd like to try it on his own. So we've been in business since 1983.
And there was the cast iron worked there too for a while.
bet.
Oh yes, Kenneth. Wendell? Oh, Kenneth is my neighbor. Wendell.
Right,
All right,
Wendell.
and Emily.
Emily,
his wife.
yes.
All right.
Lovely couple.
Were you from the area originally?
We're originally from Burlington, Vermont. This is
Okay.
where my husband started with the Sherwin-Williams
Right.
company.
How long have you been with the county office for the Aging?
Office for the Aging, I've been with him 10 years.
I think I talked to somebody else, been there for 8 or 9 before. I guess. Kay, yes.
She came
All right.
just
So
after I did.
Right, what's the next big thing you're going to do? You must be tired. She said you get ready for next year.
Well, that's what we're going to do, get ready for next year.
Well, you'll sleep better tonight than you did last night?
Yes, I will.
I'm sure you will.
Yes,
When
I will.
something is successful, it just seems like it's such a big weight off your shoulder.
And we started a year ago. I started this 1 year ago.
Have you found anything you should have did some other way? You don't have to say on TV. Tell me after.
I will hear about it, I'm sure.
But nothing you've
in
noticed.
the weeks to come. If we've had problems, I'm sure they'll tell me.
But if there were no problems, then there would be no reason to have it next year. No way to improve.
Well, we're going to improve if we can.
Right. All right.
Always room for improvement.
Okay, you'll be here till the nitty-gritty tonight at 10:30?
10:30,
It's a full day.
full day.
When you started, did you plan that many hours? That seems like a
Yes.
long day for these
Yes.
people.
It's primarily to get both groups of the senior citizens in here to enjoy. The senior citizen that is home and aging in their home, a little bit older senior citizen or 90 plus, or even those a little bit younger, they are retired, they're safely in their homes, and they're coming to enjoy an event.
All right.
We have the senior out there who's still working,
Ah,
and they
yes.
can't come in here during the day.
So they'll be here tonight.
So we've got something for them tonight. We have an all-you-can-eat buffet, $5, and that includes the dance.
Wow.
They can't beat
No,
this.
you can't. So that's something you planned. 2 different groups. You're
Yes,
asking the word go.
yes.
Okay. Well, Nancy, thank you very much for talking. Is there anything else that we should know while you're here? I see the bookmobiles out front because that
Isn't that
is
wonderful?
that part of it?
That goes around the county, Clinton County. That's to service our elderly.
Yeah.
Service everybody that's out there.
We did a story on them for Hometown Cable.
That's wonderful.
Oh yes. As a matter of fact, I'm going to try to go in now where there's no platform. The last time I went in it, when it was in the garage, I hit my head, opened up my head. I'm going to try to do it now without it. And I did not sue. I didn't sue or anything like that. They were very good to us down at the Tri-County.
It's a very nice
Very
group
much
of people.
so.
I used to work there myself
Okay, you did too.
Yes.
Ah, all right. Yes.
for a short time.
Very nice. Okay. I heard they had cut back. They had to cut back some people,
Yes.
right? There was some
Yes.
other people that used to work there now somewhere else. Okay, well, thanks again for talking to us, Nancy.
Look
Good
for us
luck.
again next year.
We'll look for you again next year. We may even come back.
Well, I hope you do.
Well, all right. Thank you.
Join us tonight.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Well, we've been here for nearly 2 hours. Tapes are just about winding up. Clinton County Office for the Aging is where it all started. And this is a part of their outreach program. We just talked to Nancy Maynard, Bob Venn with the mic, Calvin Castine with the camera. Hometown Cable program's called What's Going On Here. Remember, it's on every day. There's something, not my program or ours that we have here called What's Going On, but Hometown Cable every day at 1 o'clock, 4:30, 8 p.m., midnight, and then 8 the following morning. All the things are attempt to get most of the things that are happening in the North Country. Calvin and Sam with the camera most of the time. Some people do bring a film in now and then, and Calvin runs those. And I'm always pleased to see you people on Sunday, and thank you for your comments. And thank you for those who have given me money just this past week to give to Calvin as a patron. And those of you who haven't and you see me, feel very free to say, would you give this to Calvin? It's quite all right. Our two latest, can we mention those?
Mention our two latest.
All right, from Rouse's Point, Mrs. Glad and Floyd Supernaw. And then there's another one you just got?
Dina Keith.
Dina Keith, just, well, not Dina.
Excuse me, Rita.
Rita Keith, my gosh. But we got you there. Go ahead, tell us again.
No, you're backing over.
Oh, I'm sorry. Rita Keith just met us here and just gave us a check and gave him a check and one in the mail on the way too. And that courtesy of Jack Dragoon, who talked this guy into sending a check to Hometown Cable. Thanks, Jack. And if you haven't been approached yet, just consider this a request for $12 or more to Hometown Cable and become a patron and see your name on the screen. Calvin, thank you. I thank you. And good night, everybody. We'll see you next Sunday. Something new and different.